By the end of this video, you may see yourself differently. Rock Lee is one of the most iconic characters in anime for a reason. But how many of us actually apply his lesson instead of asking him to do the work for us? Rock Lee is special because in a shinobi world built around ninjutsu, genjutsu, chakra control, clan techniques, and inherited gifts, he is introduced as someone who does not have those same tools. He has no real ability to use ninjutsu, no real ability to use genjutsu, but instead of letting that destroy him, he becomes a master of taijutsu, hand-to-hand combat, movement, speed, timing, conditioning. He makes his own body his actual main weapon. Lee is the kid forced to battle adversity from the very beginning. He just wants to become a splendid ninja like everybody else. But in the shinobi world he lives in, the main path to becoming great is almost closed off to him. Lee is dealt a highly unfair hand, and he still finds a way through. He perseveres through a reality most people would use proof as they should quit. Through tears, endless training, failure, embarrassment, and people doubting him, Rock Lee becomes one of the strongest young ninja in early Naruto. Then comes the famous Gaara fight, one of the greatest underdog fights in anime history. But the reason Lee matters goes deeper than just his perseverance. Rock Lee teaches us how to accept reality and still give everything. That's rare, because many people can accept reality and become bitter. Many people can see their disadvantage and give up. Most people will say, they were born with gifts I don't have. This isn't fair. So why even try? And I get it, but they wouldn't be completely wrong. Instead, Lee chooses differently. He accepts what he lacks, then builds around what he has. That's why Lee is so inspiring, because everyone loves the result until they realize discipline is repetitive. It's mundane. Everyone loves the big fight, but not the lonely training that came before it. Everyone loves the moment where the weights drop, but not the years of repetition it took for that moment to matter. I'm calling you out. And I'm calling myself out too. We love the underdog story over and over and over again. We love watching people overcome hardship. We love watching Lee because he puts in the work for us. We get inspired by his discipline without having to live that discipline ourselves. We watch him train through tears, push past pain, keep going when nobody believes in him. But when life asks us to do the same thing, a lot of us fold. We say we want success, freedom, purpose, a better life. But the second things become uncomfortable, we quit. We want the results without the lifestyle required to get there. And that is where Rock Lee exposes us. Because Lee had a real limitation. Meanwhile, some of us use minor inconveniences as reasons to stop daily. We have access, information, examples, time, opportunities other people would pray for, and still we avoid effort. That should bother us, because some people are born with real disadvantages and still give everything, while others waste their potential behind excuses. We would rather admire discipline than embody it. We would rather talk about potential than test it. We would rather imagine who we could become than confront what it actually takes. And eventually we have to ask ourselves, could we honestly say we are making the most of what we have? Because Rock Lee did. This matters more than ever. And yes, part of it is fear. Fear of failing, fear of looking stupid, fear of trying your best and still finding out you're not who you thought you were. But I think it goes deeper than just fear. A lot of us don't understand what true, real self-love is. Our version of self-love has become do whatever feels good, protect your comfort, do what makes you feel better right now. But sometimes, real self-love is tough love. Sometimes self-love is practicing your craft, going to the gym, putting your phone down, being honest about where you are, accepting that you are behind, and still moving forward anyway. Because real self-love isn't just comfort. It's getting yourself closer to who you say you want to become. And this is the struggle that people have. Because effort gives feedback. The moment you truly commit to something, reality starts talking back. You find out if you are disciplined, consistent, and your dream is still farther and harder than you thought it would be, then it feels like failure. And that is a hard pill to swallow. Because fantasy protects the ego. Reality exposes it. If you never fully try, you can always keep imagining the version of yourself that could have been great. The version that would have made it in life if things were different. The version full of potential, that never had to prove itself. And sometimes those excuses are valid. Some people really do start behind. Some people really do have harder circumstances. Rock Lee proves life is not fair. But sometimes what we call being realistic is actually that fear we're talking about. Sometimes I'm not ready really means I'm scared to find out where I actually stand. And if we are going to learn anything from Rock Lee, we have to face that reality anyway. Because once we truly commit, we may discover painful truths. We may find out we are behind. We may find out our dream is harder than expected. And we may find out someone else is more gifted. And that is a harsh reality. But if we're going to be anything like Lee, we have to take those hits to the chin and keep moving anyway. Not because victory is guaranteed, but because wasting ourselves is not an option. The thing I love most about Rock Lee is that he doesn't get the perfect fairy tale ending. He trains harder than almost anybody, and he overcomes impossible odds. He becomes strong, respected, inspirational, but he still loses. And that's what makes his story real. Because effort doesn't always guarantee victory. It's impossible for everyone to be number one. Some people, quite frankly, are just more talented. Some people are more lucky and get more opportunities. Some people have real advantages that simply we won't always get. That's reality. But there is always something we can't control. Our effort, our honesty and accountability with ourselves, our willingness to try, our willingness to stop hiding behind excuses. That is the real lesson Rock Lee gives. The beauty is not in the winning. The beauty is taking the card that you're dealt and playing it as best as you possibly can. The beauty is in knowing you didn't waste yourself. Being able to look in the mirror and honestly say, I gave everything that I possibly could. Because even if you don't become number one, you can still become someone you respect, who can still grow, who can still inspire many and many and many around them. You can become stronger than where you were on day 1 to day 30. And that matters. Why we love Rock Lee so much? Because he works hard and he's an underdog that didn't make it. But guess what? We sometimes won't ever become close to what Rock Lee teaches us to do. We have to stop surrendering to a harsh reality. We have to acknowledge our limitations without worshiping them. And that is the real self-love we need to strive for. It's not comfort, it's not excuses, not constantly protecting your own feelings, but loving yourself enough to stop wasting your potential. Because hard work won't guarantee you a victory, but it will give you something deeper: self-respect, dignity, and the ability to know that you gave life a real chance. That's why I love Rock Lee, because he reminds me that even if I don't reach it to the top, I can still become someone who is well respected. And maybe the real tragedy isn't being born without talent. The real tragedy is wasting the talent we are born with.